What's going on, everybody? It's Jimmy Kicks. We have Grip Johnson, Chubb Johnson, Husky Downs, with his nice New Year's hat on. Trying to be a little festive. Coming to you on the first day of 2011. Hope everyone had a great, happy New Year. Safe, and hopefully no one's in jail or dead.
Or I've never heard it put like that. Great Happy New Year.
Great Happy New Year.
Awesome.
It's fantastic.
So no more Happy New Year's. It's Great Happy New Year's.
It's great. It's like Merry New Year.
Oh, awesome.
Anyways, you've landed on the HodgePodge.
What did they find at the HodgePodge?
A little bit of everything.
Oh, okay.
It's a handbasket full of everything.
Oh my God.
It's a handbasket.
Is it like raindrops on roses?
Yeah, I guess it could be.
Whiskers on kittens?
Wow.
Alrighty.
It's like the sound of music. Alright, today we're going to be discussing gaming. And is it good or bad for relationships? You know, there's a lot of gamers out there. Husky Downs, Chubb Johnson, Grip, myself. I'm not that big of it, but you know, we all dabble.
He tries.
I try. I'm not very good at some of the shooting games, but hey.
Even soccer.
Oh, please. Let's not get started on that.
Oh, FIFA.
Anyways, well, let's mix it up a little bit. Let's go ahead and start with Husky Downs. What's your topic on it?
Well, your opinion.
What's your opinion, I should say, not your topic. What's your topic on the topic of the opinion?
Okay. Gaming, and does it hurt relationships?
Hurt? Is it hurt? Yeah.
What do you see?
I guess it would help.
The
How does it affect
it?
Yeah, what's the effect on it?
Positive, negative.
I definitely think that gaming definitely has a negative effect on relationships, and obviously it has to do with the individual and how often they play and how they allow it to affect the relationships, because gaming in and of itself is not a bad thing. So those of you out there that think it is, it's not. If your lady's telling you that it is, they're full of shit.
Wow.
The gaming itself is not a problem.
Censorship.
It's it's how you abuse the privilege to game, I think, is what the problem is. Comes to mind, something that is near and dear to Grip and Chubb, as well as myself, is a game called SOCOM for the PlayStation, and this is years ago. SOCOM 1, SOCOM 2, SOCOM 3, so on and so on. I can remember us playing for like 8 hours a day, literally 8 hours a day, non-stop, eating in our room, go run to the fridge, grab something, come back in between rounds. It was hard for me to get food because when you're dead, you have ample time to go grab food. I was always last.
Oh, wow.
Because you can't, camper.
Cider.
So, but I remember how it was very draining and how it was grueling for my girlfriend at the time, who is now my fiance, but she didn't care for it because we wouldn't go anywhere. I was always wanting to play.
Not with her.
Yeah, exactly. And then when a map pack came out, oh my God, we knew it was only going to be given at 7-Eleven, and we scoured 7.
Oh, I called in sick.
He did.
For a map pack.
Yeah.
For new maps.
New map, dude.
New maps.
Wow. SOCOM. So I definitely think gaming, in and of itself, is not a bad thing and doesn't hurt relationships.
So it's a time and place and how you use it.
It's just abusing it, that's all.
Think about it. Your man's home.
Who, my man?
Whoa. You use the word fiance in a different term.
Loosely.
You know, the guys at home don't have to worry about them being out, doing anything behind the back.
That was always my argument.
You know, I'm home. What the hell? What more do you want?
Yeah, I'm not out drinking.
Well, they want to talk to you, maybe.
Get on the mic.
Get on the game. Buy the game.
What says you, Mr. Johnson?
What says I? No, I honestly, if played correctly for the right amount of hours or whatnot, I think it's okay. My problem with it is that if for some reason, and I'm married, it's like if you do something too often, no matter how long you do it for, it becomes a problem.
And that includes masturbation, but this will be on another topic.
That's another topic. But no, seriously, like if say for instance, and I'll use my own. Right now, I'm currently playing Black Ops. Come see me.
He's trying.
Hater. But seriously, say I play for 2 hours a day. That's what I've kind of tried to keep it at. 2 hours, hour and a half. But if my wife walks in and for the like 5 straight days, I'm playing Black Ops, there's a problem. There's a problem with it. I just don't see what the difference is between me playing Black Ops or watching a TV show.
Right. I think the interaction between the two is
but
not there, because you can play Black Ops and you won't even talk to your wife.
No, but even while we're watching TV, because I get home about half hour earlier than my wife. So for instance, she'll come in half hour later. I'll play for about an hour while she's making dinner, doing whatever.
It's fun.
You know, it's not interaction time per se,
Right.
but it's still a problem because you're doing it too often. But I don't see that. I just don't see the difference, and I'm telling all the relationships out there that whether it's 2 hours of playing a video game or 2 hours of taking a nap or 2 hours that you need to fix their room or whatever it is, just because they're doing it for every single day, it's not a problem. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion.
I think if my girlfriend was taking a nap 2 hours a day, I think I'd have a problem with it.
You see, and I think it's just...
No, I think it's because you have such... we all work, we all do stuff throughout the day. You have such limited time when you actually can spend time with your significant other that, that's when you actually have to divvy it up, because, let's say, I go to bed at like 10:30 because I got to get up at 5. So if that's the same scenario that you have, and you come home and, like, let's say you get home at 4, you play till 6, you eat at 6 to 7, and you have an hour, but then you got to get in the shower. So there's really... we really break it down. There's only like a 45 minutes of communication for the couple, and that's not going to lead to a successful relationship.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But you also have to think though. We live in a world now where everybody or a lot of people have email, have phones. I don't know about you, but me with my spouse right now, like literally all day I'm in communication with her, all day long. So for me to come home, it's like, it was like I had her at work with me, I had lunch with her, I come home and want to spend 2 hours of my time.
I don't even know how you communicate that much. I have the ability to do the same with mine, and I'm like, Mark.
Well, I can see your point.
You see what I'm saying?
What else is there new to talk about when you talk to her all day?
Exactly.
About everything?
I think there's something to say that this technology world that we live in, face-to-face communication is almost non-existent.
Right?
It's just not there. We don't have that communication because of technology.
Well, when I get home, I tell my fiance, I'm like, if you want to talk to me, let's FaceTime. Go to the bedroom. I'll be in the living room and we'll talk.
Exactly. But it's just okay. But let's put it this way: you're playing your guys' game. It's not just you playing the computer. You're online playing with your peeps, right?
Right.
So
Husky
there's no time for someone to talk to you because you're concentrating on the game.
And I don't want her to talk to me.
That's my point. So you blocked out this whole time that you cannot. I don't want to talk to you. Don't bother me.
But is that something bad though?
I think it can be.
Well,
but you
I think it's the energy is being directed to something different. To his point, because we're the age that we're all in right now is technology and video gaming. However, video gaming is not brand new. It's been around for a long time.
Right.
As is man caves. As is men having their garage to go in and build their cars. I have friends whose dads and their dads, they've always had that garage, and the wife will go take them dinner in there, and they watch games in there.
But you're comparing past to present.
It's not. But there's no difference because what it is.
That's because the mindset.
You bring up a great point, and I never thought about it that way. This is something that's mine. Like this 2 hour.
This is his building his car. This is his.
Yeah, this is exactly this is
the
mine.
times have changed, so it's different.
Because
the mindset has changed.
Like she has the ability to email me, text me, call me, and she uses all those.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. If she said to you, she came in and said, let's not play video game. Let's say you were in the middle of the video game and you said, okay, after this game, which sometimes takes 10 minutes or whatever, just for one round.
Right.
And you said, she said, let's just, let's not play games. Let's sit down and let's just talk and have dinner or whatever. You know what I mean? Would you stop? Would you turn the game off and not?
Hey, I'm trying to snipe.
I turn it off for dinner and things like that. Currently my wife and I do date night every week and things like that, and I make sure that just
so you make time.
I make time.
That's I think the whole argument is that you got to make time.
But it's funny because I see more and more, and it's from talking to people from other guys and things like that. That for some reason it's just hard for women to give us that one thing that they can't comprehend, that they can't understand. Like, I'm lucky, my wife loves football, so she gets upset when I'm not, you know, around to watch football with. Like us, we like to watch football with other people. Right. It just makes it that much more fun, right? So it's like, it's that one thing that she can't kind of like understand why I like it or control, and it just, it bugs me that it's the one thing that you shouldn't have a grip on what your spouse or your significant other is doing at all times.
No,
I'm fortunate because my fiance understands that. She gets that, so I'm lucky in that regard.
Yeah.
You know, if we fight or argue about anything else, it doesn't have to do with gaming anymore. She actually is like, how come you're not playing your game, babe? Because I actually don't play like I used to.
Right. But you're also in a what? How many year relationship?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Well, no, and that's what I'm saying. I went through my SOCOM era where I shut her out, and it was all about gaming. The difference is I stood my ground, and I never wavered. You're going through it now. Right. I was like, I'm a gamer. It's what I do. What I need to get better at is including you in my life and stepping away from the gaming. And in the 9 years we've been together, I've done that. And I've learned to do that. So it takes time. It does take time. But to the point of the topic, I allowed gaming to become an issue.
It can be detrimental if you allow it to be.
Right. We actually know of a gentleman, a guy from Washington, who his wife.
It was like either you game,
or we get divorced,
or it's over. Like
and didn't she's messed up his PlayStation?
She broke his PlayStation. Yeah. She didn't pay the DSL bill on purpose, so that one day he got home, he's like, I have no internet. No, scandalous, exactly. But that goes to show you that, like, I don't know, it's like at some point you're like, as a man, like, what can you do? You know what I mean?
Like, what's your outlet?
What's your outlet?
I think, you know, for game, I think gaming is just because, you know, a lot of women don't understand it. They don't play it, so it's, you know, they think it is as juvenile.
Yeah.
They do.
And it's not because anymore. It's so sophisticated. I mean, it's real. That's pretty much, games are pretty much real now. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you look at the Kinect and all the stuff that they do now, it's, you know, the Kinect's geared towards family and stuff like that. But you know, all the games are extremely realistic and you know.
See, because I feel like gaming right now. I want to jump on Black Ops.
Well, I just want to say I'm the lucky one. I have yet to have an argument about gaming this past year.
Because you're single, fool.
It's working out great.
It is, I bet.
Those tires don't talk back.
Inside joke.
Inside joke.
All right, guys. Well, we're over our allotted time for today. Please, if you have any questions, make sure you send them to the right guys at yahoo.com, and that's guys with a Z. Check back, you know, leave comments on our page. Check all the pages, our personal blogs, everything. And stay tuned next week for a new episode from the HodgePodge. So, right, guys, we're out.